Hey, Astro CB here. Hey, stay with us today, and I'm going to show you how I captured this Comet C 2022 E3 ZTF. You don't want to miss this one. So I guess you know what time it is. It's a clear sky. There's a comet up there. There's a full moon here. There's city light pollution all around. And it is the twilight's last gleaming. It's barely having a glow over there on the horizon. We can see there's plenty of objects up there in the sky. Visibly see Orion. We get to go over here and fight with these power lines. Polaris is always right here in this line. So every time I'm doing polar alignment, it's right there and it has a problem plate solving. So that's the next thing that we begin. Uncapping the equipment. The new heaters have been plugged in now for an hour just to make sure we're good there. I'll tell you what, when I uncapped that telescope, it was as if it was super glued on there. It has literally been forever. So the thing I want to do in here in the app is go to PA Polar Align. And yes, it's prepared, it's gonna shoot. And I've waited this time to where it's dark enough where it should pick up plenty of stars. It took 2 seconds to solve the plate, which is a set of stars that it has in the memory that it looks at and calibrates its exact position. So now it's gonna rotate. It's going to rotate the mount 90 degrees. It is now shooting. It has detected 311 stars, so that's pretty good. It's taking a little longer to solve. Like I said, sometimes the power lines tend to be an issue. Sometimes I actually have to up the exposure time. But it did calculate, so let's see how far off we begin. Okay, wow, that's insane. That's 13 minutes, 46 seconds, and 24 minutes, 54 seconds for a total error of 28 minutes and 27 seconds. You can go to here to auto refresh. And what it'll do then is continue to take a picture over and over and over as we make these adjustments. And I got to kind of move around over here. That I need to go down. So looking at the mount now, this front screw right here will move the mount down, but in order to go down, I'm gonna have to just slightly loosen that. You heard that pop, it hasn't been moved in so long. That didn't do much, did it? So now I'm gonna take it out some more. Failed to solve reshooting. Now I've gotta go up 4 minutes. So that's the screw back here. So I'll just adjust it up. Now I won't count that shoot right there. I'll wait for it to do a refresh again. It's now shooting. We are 1 minute away. They're really hard to turn, especially when it's cold. We're up 38 seconds. Okay, so I had to turn off the light. The light was actually interfering with the mount, doing some plate solving. So that took a little longer than normal. It's been cloudy for a while. I am really rusty, so yeah, like riding a bicycle, a bit slow, yeah. 7 minutes and 51 seconds, and we are in polar alignment. So the next thing I'll do is set the mount to the home position, and then we'll pick out an area of the sky after it gets a little darker here and calibrate the guiding. Before I calibrate guiding, actually, we're going to slew over here to Rigel, over here in Orion, which is this bottom star down here. It's kind of close to the tree line, but I'm looking at it through a different vantage point over here, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's a pretty bright star. Just making a slight movement. Target is centered. Okay, moving this box right on top of the star. It's got a plus symbol in it. So what I'll do is move it to the center if I can, but my fingers are really cold. Focus on that. Looks to be in pretty good focus now. I'm just guessing it's in good focus here, but what I'm going to do is do the autofocus. And that's simple. Simple as hitting the play button. It'll give me a bunch of scores. It's showing 9.81, which is really bad. There we go. And it plots a little map in here. I'm going to get a curve. .63. But the electronic focuser sometimes it'll back it off too far. So we got a little red mark there. That tells me that my autofocuser has succeeded, and the focus position currently is 28,180. So that's focusing in a nutshell. And after focusing, I go ahead and do calibration of guiding, which I've already started. I didn't show, but you just basically make this box full screen. You'll start out with this, which looks like a loop, which it is a loop. It'll start looping pictures, and they'll put little plot points of the stars, and it'll slew them out to different positions to determine things like backlash and how far it needs to move the gears inside to make a correction. It'll make slight adjustments so that you don't get star trails. It's able to focus on the guide stars, and it'll guide off of those stars along with the mount itself, which auto tracks. This just helps that out quite a bit. Okay, so now guiding has completed. I'd like to tell you it didn't take very long, but that wouldn't be true. What I'm looking for tonight in the night sky is C 2022 E3 ZTF. So I'm going to start a plan here in just a second. Get it off of focus. Auto run. Okay, where do we want to go? It's got this interface in here that allows me to tell it where to go. Okay, objects. Search ZTF, which you can't really see because my hand was in the way, but as you see there, brought up this list. This is C 2022 E3 is the one we're looking for, which is right here. C22 E3 ZTF. And there's where it is in the sky. It is above 45 degrees, which is good because there's all kinds of houses and things. Doesn't mean there's not going to be power lines in the shot. So we're going to go ahead and slew to it. Now just hit go to, and remember it's way over here on Rigel, so it's got to make a heck of a slew to get there. So this will take just a few minutes, and you'll see it come into frame. There'll be a little blue square as it slews across the sky. It knows where it is. Wow, it's really up high. Looks like it might actually be in a power line. How fortunate for us. Solving. And boom, we're on it. According to this, we're on it. So now we'll hit this back button. I want to do a preview of this. Let's do a preview first. I don't want to make it make it 30 seconds and see what we got. This will help me into also determining how long to shoot subs. Now I have to take the gloves off here because I want to see this up a little closer. Okay, so there it is. Oddly enough, it's in line with a bunch of stars. But it looks like the tail is this direction. So it looks pretty good there at 30 seconds. Incrementally, I can only go up to 60 next. Liable to get some trails at 60. Let's give it a shot. Coming on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. And we'll get an image, and it's gonna go ahead and take another exposure because that's what it does in preview mode. Oh yeah, it's a lot brighter. And I don't really see too much of a star trailing issue. You can see there where it's moved in the frame from those two stars. But you'll have that. I'm thinking if I can set this in the program to about 45 seconds is where I need to be. I want to set up an auto run plan. And C22 right now is already set to 30 seconds. We're going to try to hit this edit button. Brings up the keyboard. How convenient. 45. I have no 45 dark library, so I'm going to have to do that. Done. Let's do 60 of those. Why not? I'm gonna hit OK. And everything looks good there. Give it a first delay of 30 seconds. Done. Okay, now for this session, I just came in, took a bunch of flats, about 30 of them or so, and I merged all the other image sessions together and then worked on those individually in Photoshop and then merged them together once more, and I'm doing a stretch now in PixInsight. Now this cropped image, I'm going to take it and I'm going to increase the size of it to match the star field of my best star field picture I had, which was the last night of imaging. Believe it or not, underneath the full moon. So I'll stretch that out and then I will merge that using pixel math in PixInsight. So there's the star field, and I'll name that and merge that together. I actually took that down quite a bit more and merge those two together to produce the final image of Comet C 2022 E3 ZTF. It's not exactly authentic, it's more of a composite. There's been painting done on the images in Photoshop, but it's an accurate representation of what was up in the sky. And it was a bear to take, and I'm glad it's only 50,000 years till it comes back again, because I'm in no hurry to shoot this object again. So now on to reveal the final image. I hope you enjoy it. God bless. We'll see you soon.